Hey guys, welcome back to In-Depth. My name is Utkarsh and Lenovo had launched the Z2 Plus a couple of months ago in India, which is also known as the ZUK Z2 in China, and not much has been said about how well it performs. The Z2 Plus being a value for money flagship right now between the 15 to 20,000 rupees price bracket, we are here to give you an idea of how well it fares 2 months later in today's video. So without further ado, let's get started. The Lenovo Z2 Plus has a flagship worthy spec sheet, and honestly, I feel that it is an underrated smartphone. It is rocking a full HD 5-inch LCD IPS panel display with sharp viewing angles and great color reproduction. The display is bright and does really well under the sun. It has a 64-bit Snapdragon 820 Cryo-Core system on chip with Adreno 530 GPU and 4 gigs of LPDDR4 RAM on board. Neither has the device had any issues nor has it lagged anywhere whatsoever, but occasionally the phone would automatically switch off and its notification LED would keep on glowing until you restart the device. I'm not sure if this happens with my device only. If you own a Z2 Plus and have faced a same or similar issue, please tell us about your experience in the comment section below. Coming back, the Z2 Plus flies through heavy games easily. RAM management is good as it was able to keep 15 to 20 apps in memory at a time. There were throttling and overheating issues at first, but they got resolved on their own as time passed. It is worth mentioning that during the launch event, Lenovo had said that there is a new internal heat conduction technology that prevents the device from overheating. The phone has a compact design, and I'm in love with the one-hand usability on this device because this is great and rare to find these days when the standard size has become 5.5 inches. The device has a thick stocky design which feels really good and premium to hold. Not many would like this thick bulky design, especially considering the trend of slim all-metal unibody phones these days, but it feels really refreshing and well built in the hand. The phone has an all-glass front and back, which makes it slippery and a fingerprint magnet. It also has a 3500 mAh battery caged within a roll cage designed fiberglass frame, which lasts for a day under heavy usage or more, depending upon your usage. Well, before proceeding further, I must tell you that while shooting this video, the device fell from knee height facing downwards on the street, and the bottom right corner of the phone took a hit and it cracked, which goes to show that Lenovo should have protected their flagship device with Corning's Gorilla Glass. Moving on, the major downside to this device lies in the software department. It is a good thing that Lenovo decided to go with the Google Now launcher as its default launcher. But the phone comes skinned with the ZUK ZUI, which is boring and not very thoughtfully designed. The settings application is very poorly structured and looks a tad boring. Settings like battery, storage, applications, accounts and synchronization and developer options are put under the advanced settings banner for no reason. It only adds one step further while navigating the settings application, which is needless. System updates have been given a special separate banner in the settings application at the bottom, but there has been no word from Lenovo with respect to the software updates so far. The only update that the device got was when we first booted up the device. It was of around 250 MB and it significantly improved the camera experience. The phone has a fingerprint scanner at the front, which doubles up as the home button, and also has UTouch 2.0, and this feature is the USP of this device. This enables you to switch between applications by swiping from the left and right on the home button, or to quickly open the camera by double pressing the home button, or long touching for recent applications, all of which are customizable in the settings panel. The other good part of the software is the quick toggles panel, which comes from swiping up from the bottom edge of the display, which takes some time getting used to, but it eventually becomes the most used utility of the device. The ZUK ZUI has these little bugs that we came to notice. While on a call, if you take the phone away from your ear to lock the phone, then as soon as you will press the lock button, the audio from the other side of the call will vanish. This happens irrespective of whether the call has been taken on the loudspeaker or on a pair of earphones. Write in the comment section below if you face the same or a similar kind of a problem with your Z2 Plus. The 13 megapixel ISOCELL f2.2 rear camera performs well under well-lit conditions, as the images turn out to be pretty sharp with good color saturation and contrast. Under low light conditions whatsoever, the performance takes a sharp dip as the images turn out to be grainy and noisy. Lenovo has also provided for a slow motion recording mode, which can be switched up from the 120fps by default to 240fps or 960fps. The only downside is that when you switch up from the 120fps, the camera turns to the software side of things as it records slow motion video in 120fps only, and then uses the software to slow it further down. And while the 120fps videos can be played on any device, the 240 and 960fps footage can only be viewed on this phone. The 8 megapixel front camera is great for selfies under well lit as well as artificially lit conditions, but it again takes a hit under lowly lit places. The bottom of the device beside the Type-C charging port houses the single speaker grill, which is quite loud, and for the sake of comparison, we compared it with the OnePlus 3. The Z2 Plus was definitely louder, but the sound output was a little hazy and not as clear as that on the OnePlus 3. The device comes shipped with a standard 2A adapter, even though the device supports Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0. This is a clear cost-cutting measure on the part of Lenovo and isn't expected to happen when such a major tech giant launches a flagship device like this one. You can, however, find Qualcomm certified quick chargers on Amazon and Flipkart, the links to which are down in the description below. On the overall, for the starting price of Rs 18,000 for the 3GB RAM and the 32GB internal memory variant, this is a stellar deal. As you would expect from a flagship, the device performs exceptionally well, but the camera and the UI on the device could have been better. Every price segment has few devices which make it difficult for one to choose. The 5 to 10,000 rupees price bracket has the Moto E3 Power and the Redmi 3S Prime. The 10,000 to 15,000 rupees price bracket has the Redmi Note 3 and the Moto G4 Plus. But the 15 to 20,000 rupees price bracket is very quiet. The only device that comes to our minds in the 15 to 20,000 rupees price bracket is the Max 2, and because of the lack of proper media coverage, the Z2 Plus seems very underrated, as it could not gather the kind of attention from the media as it deserves. While launching the device, Lenovo was hoping to bridge the gap between the 15 to 20,000 rupees price bracket, and I've been using this phone for a little over 2 months, and it is safe to say that Lenovo has successfully done the same. The Lenovo Z2 Plus is a must-buy for anyone looking for a device under Rs 20,000. So that's all about it. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit the thumbs up button below. Also, subscribe to In-Depth for more videos like this. Stay connected, stay updated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.